Good morning, everyone. We will be starting soon. I want to make sure everyone has a couple of announcements. So guests arriving after 11 a.m., once the side doors have closed, they should use the side staircase to access the seating. So families can still come through the side staircase and then enter down to the floor if you have family who are joining you on the floor. So los invitados que llegan después de las 11, las puertas allá van a estar cerrados, pero ellos también pueden entrar las escaleras por allá y siguen por ustedes allá. So restrooms are located on the upper level of the venue, and please note that once the main doors are closed, you will not be able to re-enter through the doors. Guests returning from the main restroom will have to use that same side staircase. So los baños se encuentran en el nivel superior. Y también después que estamos empezados, no pueden entrar después del baño si no están entrando por la escalera por este lado, por entrar por el piso. And at the conclusion of the program during the Tunnel of Pride, we ask that families remain seated until students have exited the arena floor. So students are going to exit through a tunnel. Please make sure that we're all seated until they exit. And students will be released in the front of the building out here following the ceremony, and families may reunite with them and take photos. So al término del programa, durante el Tunnel de Orgullo, solicitamos que las familias no están en pie, se están esperando hasta que todos los graduados han salido, y también los graduados van a salir hasta las puertas allá, cerca de la otra parte del edificio. Okay. We will be starting very soon. Vamos a empezar en un rato. Gracias. Thank you.
Hello, Connect Class of 2026. I am going to miss you all so much. I can't believe the end of the year is here. I have cherished every single moment with you all. Make sure you remember these words. Your story does not end here. Wherever you go, whatever path you take, you will go with resilience, courage, and ambition. Ms. Craven signing out. Congratulations, Class of 2026.
Nothing we can't do. Here we are, deep, hand in hand. No more plans, just our love.
Hello, Connect Class of 2026. I am going to miss you all so much. I can't believe the end of the year is here. I have cherished every single moment with you all. Make sure you remember these words. Your story does not end here. Wherever you go, whatever path you take, You will go with resilience, courage, and ambition. Ms. Craven signing out. Congratulations, Class of 2026.
got each other too. From this moment we are here to stay. There ain't nothing we can't do.
Good morning, KIPP team and family. Welcome. Please find your seat as today's graduation ceremony is about to start, and we ask that you refrain from using any noisemakers or flash photography during our celebration today. To honor each senior and ensure that everyone enjoys this moment, please make sure your cell phones are silenced, as we would like to ensure that every senior is honored. And as a reminder, we will have a professional photographer who will be taking pictures of our graduates, and to access the photo, we will have a QR code that will be displayed on the screen. Buenos días, equipo y familia de KIPP. Bienvenidos. Y por favor, encuentre su asiento, que la ceremonia de graduación de hoy está a punto de comenzar. Le pedimos que se abstenga de utilizar matracas y fotografías con flash durante nuestra celebración de hoy, para honrar a cada estudiante de último año y garantizar que todos disfruten en este momento. Por favor, silencien sus teléfonos y nos gustaría asegurarnos que todos los graduados pueden ser honrados. Como recordatorio, contaremos que un fotógrafo profesional tomará fotografías de nuestros graduados. National anthem. And then we'll welcome Ms. Wright.
Good morning. Buenos dias. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dwayna Wright, Assistant Principal and proud sponsor of the class of 2026. It is truly an honor to celebrate this special milestone alongside our graduating seniors today. We are here to recognize not only their accomplishment, but also the hard work, growth, and memories that brought them to this moment. At this time, please rise for the national anthem performed by Mr. Kevin Lee. Thank you. You may please be seated. It turned off. We are also honored today to have our KIPP Texas board members and special guests joining us in celebration of the class of 2026. As your name is called, please stand so that we may recognize and thank you for being here with us on this special day. Starting off, Mr. Dan Caesar, Chief Schools Officer, Superintendent. Ms. Patsy Pena, 12th grade college and career instructor. Ms. Jasmila Craven, Director of College and Career. Mr. Frank Cush, Regional Superintendent. Ms. Jasmine Coley, Head of Schools. Mr. Juan Carlos Flores, KIPP Connect Preparatory School Leader. Mr. Derek Decker, Keynote Speaker and Career and Technology Instructor. Ms. Lindsay Garcia, Class of 2026 Salutatorian. Mr. Michael Gonzalez, Class of 2026 Valedictorian. And of course, Ms. Dwayna Wright, 12th grade Assistant Principal of Advanced Academics. Thank you all for being here today as we celebrate such a special moment for the class of 2026. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage KIPP's Chief Schools Officer, Dan Caesar, to deliver his speech.
Thank you, Ms. Wright. Good morning, class of 2026. Good morning, families. Good morning, KIPPsters. Thank you, all of you, for being here this morning. And we are here to celebrate the growth of the class of 2026, all of your hard work, and the incredible people you've become. Today is a celebration of everything you have accomplished, what your families have supported you with, and your teachers and staff have equipped you with. At KIPP Texas, we talk a lot about chasing excellence. As you sit here today, I want you to see what that really means. It isn't just about grades or test scores. It's about the story you have been telling with the choices you have made every day you walked into school. Every time you wrote a draft of a new essay, every time you worked through a difficult math problem, every time you showed up for a friend, you were practicing for the life you're about to lead. For a long time, your team and family has been right beside you, helping you navigate the way. Your teachers and leaders have been there, guiding you on your educational journey, teaching you valuable lessons along the way. And we cannot forget your parents and family. Their belief in you, their commitment to your education, all have played a major factor in getting you here today. To the parents and families here today, thank you for trusting us with your students' education and for your hard work in getting our KIPPsters on the stage today. Let's give a round of applause to our families. KIPPsters, as you look towards the horizon, the path starts to belong to you. This milestone is your proof that you are ready. You have everything you need to lead a choice-filled life, a life that you decide what you want to be. As you start this new journey, whether you're heading to a college campus, joining the military, or starting a career, remember that you don't have to have every answer today. What matters is momentum. Success isn't one giant leap, it's the small, brave choices you make every single day. Persist with purpose is a value you've learned here at KIPP. It's the engine that will keep you moving forward when things feel new or uncertain. When you feel small in a big world, remember the excellence you've already chased. That's your strength, that's your momentum. Our mission at KIPP Texas is to see you grow up and lead fulfilling lives and build a more just world. A just world isn't something that just happens. It's people like you in your generation. You will create it. You will create it when you persist with purpose for what is right. You will create it when you bring joy for those around you. And you will create it when you lead with kindness and courage. Class of 2026, we are so proud of you. Not just for the diplomas you're about to hold, but for the heart you bring every day to what you do. Step across this threshold with confidence. The world is waiting for the story only you can write. And remember, KIPP will always be your home, and we will always be here for you. You can count on us to be there whenever you need us. And you're always welcome and loved here at KIPP. Although you leave our hallways today, remember this: once a KIPPster, always a KIPPster. You are a part of this team and family forever, and we will always be cheering you on. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Good morning, graduates, families, and friends of the KIPP Connect Preparatory Class of 2026. My name is Juan Carlos Flores, and I have had the distinct honor of serving as your school leader for the past 2 years. But my journey with this class goes back much further. Prior to this role, I had the privilege of growing alongside you, starting as your dean and assistant principal all the way back when you were wide-eyed sixth graders. And as we begin today's ceremony, my hope is that this experience serves as a meaningful celebration of some of your incredible accomplishments. And I also hope that the words shared from the podium today leave you with a powerful charge as you step into adulthood to take on the world. Yet, I'm reminded of the exact words that we say aren't going to necessarily stay with you forever. As the renowned poet Maya Angelou once said, I have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Around 15 years ago today, I sat in this very stadium. I was a recent college graduate who had just moved from my hometown of Los Angeles to become a teacher right here in Houston. And on that warm May afternoon, packed into these stands with nearly 1,000 other first-year teachers, I felt incredibly anxious. I was terrified of teaching fifth grade math, mostly because I had always planned to be a lawyer or a policy advocate and not a teacher. But as I looked around these very stands, seated alongside individuals who would become some of my lifelong friends, I was overcome with a profound feeling of possibility. The speakers who addressed us shared stories of the immense impact that they had on their students and families, and it changed my trajectory forever. Now, look at where we are. The world and the schools within it can often cause us to face uncertainties. And it is easy to feel lost, overlooked, or even overwhelmed by the sheer amount of change. And as you step out into the world, you might be worried about how you'll be perceived by new classmates, professors, colleagues, or even your family. So often, we fear that the judgment of others is something that comes from really our deep desire and human desire to leave a good impression, to prove that we belong and that we are worthy of being in the room. But let me tell you, the world is much more forgiving than you imagine because it is filled with other people who are also just hoping to belong. So worry less about the perfect things to say or do and focus more on how your actions speak for your character. Graduating high school is a monumental milestone, but high school graduation itself is not the ultimate achievement. The true achievement is found in the experiences you've lived, the risks you've taken, the failures you've overcome, and the positive impact you've had on those around you. And while I can't remember the exact words or names of the speakers who inspired me in this stadium 15 years ago, I will never forget the way that they made me feel. They gave me a sense of possibility that I needed so that I knew that I could make a difference. When I look back on the class of 2026, I won't just remember the benchmarks that you crushed on the STAR tests, the ACT, or even your college admissions, but I will remember the heart of this class. I will remember 2026 for the morning fist bumps at the red cart in the cafeteria before Smart Start. I remember your genuine roaring celebrations when you were finally awarded lockers and the pure excitement you had every time you turned in a completed stamp card. But most importantly, I will remember how you advocated for your peers when you saw them genuinely struggling, whether you were 12-year-olds who were first navigating independence or 18-year-olds who were supporting each other through the high stakes of post-graduation plans. We should all remember the class of 2026 for how you continuously reach the best versions of yourselves. This will guide your impact on the world. Thank you and congratulations once again, graduates of the class of 2026. We are incredibly proud of each of you. Now, it is my great pleasure to introduce our class of 2026 Connect Prep salutatorian, Lindsay Garcia, who will present her speech.
Good morning, esteemed faculty, cherished family and friends, and fellow graduates. My name is Lindsay Garcia, and it is an incredible honor to stand before you today as your class of 2026 salutatorian. First and foremost, I would like to thank the teachers who constantly challenged us to reach beyond our limits, the parents and families who supported us every step of the way, and my classmates who shared successes, lessons, and memories throughout this time. Thank you for every sacrifice, every word of encouragement, and every effort you invested in us. Para mí es un honor compartir este logro con cada familia presente. Cada uno de ustedes es el reflejo del esfuerzo que significa dejar una vida atrás para construir una nueva. Muchos padres sacrificaron sueños personales para hacer posible el futuro de sus hijos. Hoy celebramos a cada familia y a cada estudiante que superó dificultades para alcanzar sus metas. En lo personal, quiero expresar que estoy sinceramente agradecida por tener a la mejor amiga del mundo a mi lado, mi mamá. Ella es mi inspiración, mi motivación y mi mayor orgullo. También quiero agradecer a mi papá, a mis hermanas y a cada miembro de mi familia que de una u otra manera apoyó mi educación y mi bienestar durante todos estos años. Este logro también les pertenece a ustedes. Los amo con todo mi corazón. As we gather here today, I know many of us feel a wave of nostalgia. When we were younger, we looked toward the future with excitement. We could not wait to grow up. We imagined independence, freedom, and the lives we hoped to create for ourselves. But growing up also meant learning how quickly life can change. Senior year especially challenged us in many ways. At 18 years old, being asked what you want to do for the rest of your life can feel intimidating. We are expected to have answers for a future we are only beginning to understand. But maybe growing up is not about having everything figured out. Maybe it is about learning to trust yourself enough to take the next step, even when the path ahead is unclear. Through both our successes and failures, we discovered more about who we are and who we want to become. Our rigorous schedules tested our patience and discipline. Some of us struggled to keep up with assignments and exams while balancing responsibilities outside of school. Yet even during the stressful moments like testing week, we kept showing up for one another. Over these past 4 years, we met teachers and classmates who uniquely shaped our high school experience. We built school spirit through sports games, fundraising events, festivals, student organizations, and countless activities that brought us together. This year, I had the privilege of participating in these events alongside many of you. While taking pictures for the yearbook or setting up for school events, I witnessed the student body that came together during the final stretch of our journey. From those here since primary to our newest classmates, we all became a part of something bigger than ourselves. Ultimately, we bonded as teenagers trying to navigate everything together. I can honestly say that I enjoyed every interaction I shared with so many of you, whether it happened during a class assignment, a quick conversation, or a simple smile in the hallway. It has been a pleasure watching every fellow graduate grow into the person they are today. Though we are each going our separate ways, we leave the school more prepared to face the reality of what comes next. I hope we continue to embrace change instead of fearing it. I hope we allow ourselves to dream without limits and explore beyond what feels comfortable. Now, as we move toward our different careers, passions, and futures, we are reminded once again of everything that was built before us. We leave the school not as the same students who first walked through its doors, but as responsible young adults ready to keep trying, keep growing, and keep believing in what's possible for ourselves. Here's to chasing a life that feels fully lived and never stopping the pursuit of what drives us forward. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
Thank you again, Lindsay, for your wonderful speech. And thank you, Lindsay, for reminding us that the growth that you experience comes from the change that you have within you, and there are truly no limits to what we can accomplish in life. At this time, I would like to now introduce the KIPP Connect Preparatory Class of 2026 valedictorian, Michael Gonzalez, who will present his speech.
Hello, can y'all hear me well? All right. So I want to start off with like a story or a really meaningful memory I had. I remember the first time I set foot in the school, the place seemed too big. The hallways stretched endlessly and the overwhelming unfamiliarity brought me to tears. Like most of us, KIPP has been all I've known since first grade. Growing up here, I realized how small this school really is. Now, this isn't a bad thing. If anything, the size of the school has brought us all closer together. It made it easy for us to feel comfortable enough with each other to share moments and have conversations as if we'd known each other for years. David, I've definitely never spoken to you. I hardly know you, but I could tell we'd be best friends if we spoke just a little more. Looking back, I still remember that first day, nervous yet excited for what was ahead. I believe those same feelings never really leave, even now as we graduate. School has been more than just a building. It's been a home to us, a place where we grew up, learned, and found our people. Everything we've experienced here, the memories, the laughter, and even the struggles has shaped who we are. It's funny thinking back to moments like quarantine or even earlier, like playing Fortnite with Kevin Osorto and somehow making him so angry that he would cry, or sitting on my couch playing Pixel Gun 3D with David and his brother. Those small moments end up meaning more than we realize. Chavez, I'll always be the better volleyball player. I don't care what you say. Duran, I know you'll never let go of the fact that you got a 5 on AP Calculus, and you'll always be on my case for not getting one. Moments like these might seem small, but they're what give meaning to everything we've experienced. They turn everyday interactions into real relationships and classmates into people we'll actually remember long after today. As I look around, I don't just see familiar faces. I see hardworking people, talented individuals, and yes, people who master the art of doing assignments at the last minute, myself included. But more than that, I see people with bright futures ahead of them. Today, we come together at the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. No matter if you've been here 1 year or 12, or if we shared many memories or barely spoken, we're all connected by this one journey. So take a moment to reflect on what this place has meant to you and how it will stay with you moving forward. We should also take a moment to thank the people who helped us get here. Thank you, Ms. Pina, and thank you, Ms. Craven, for putting up with all my nonsense. You're more than a teacher and a college counselor. You made it a priority to know students personally, making sure no one felt overlooked and that everyone had the support they needed to stay on track for their future. Thank you to the parents for raising such incredible classmates, wonderful children. None of this would be possible without your support. For my personal thanks, thank you, Mr. B, for always believing in me. You never doubted my capabilities or anyone else's. You saw the best in us and helped to bring out our full potential, and I will never forget that. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Otaño, for going beyond your role. Your impact went far beyond the classroom and even further beyond the volleyball court for me. Y por encima de todo, gracias mamá y papá. Sé que puedo ser muy flojo y que a veces necesitan decírmelo 2 o 3 veces antes de que empiece a hacerlo, pero les prometo que con lo que viene en mi futuro voy a mejorar para ustedes. Sus esfuerzos no los doy por sentado. Papá, aunque no hablemos mucho, siempre he visto lo que has sacrificado. Siempre te he admirado y te agradezco por enseñarme el valor de la familia y la importancia de mantenerse firme. Mamá, gracias por todo lo que has hecho por mí. Has sido mi apoyo constante, incluso cuando no lo merecía. Siempre te has asegurado de que yo estuviera bien, aun cuando eso significaba dejarte a ti en último lugar. Nunca voy a olvidar eso. De ninguna manera quiero decepcionarlos. Les prometo que voy a ser alguien grande. Los amo mucho. If I had it my way, I would have talked for an hour because everything I want to say can't really be fully captured otherwise. But to not take up more of your time, I'll leave you with this. This place has shaped all of us more than we probably realized. Even if my interactions with some of you weren't much, I wish you all success in whatever comes next. We don't know exactly what the future holds, but that uncertainty is not something to fear. It's something to look forward to. Because if there's one thing I've learned here, it's that people can thrive in any environment they're placed in. So, believe in yourselves. I believe in you all. And as we step forward, don't just remember where you came from. Use it as proof of what you're capable of becoming. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Michael, for reminding us of the many memorable firsts and milestones shared by the class of 2026. And thank you for both of our outstanding student speakers, Lindsay and Michael, for your heartfelt and inspiring words. Your leadership, perseverance, and dedication truly represent the spirit of this graduating class. At this time, it is my honor to introduce Superintendent of KIPP Texas Public Schools, Mr. Frank Cush, as he comes forward to address the class of 2026.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Flores. I am Frank Cush, the KIPP Texas Houston Regional Superintendent, and I'm truly honored to join our KIPP family, friends, and dedicated staff today as we celebrate this incredible milestone for the resilient, brilliant, and unstoppable class of 2026. Let's take a moment to recognize the powerful words shared by our salutatorian, Lindsay Garcia, and our valedictorian, Michael Gonzalez. Lindsay, thank you for reminding us that while we are all unique, our differences are our strength when we align with a shared purpose. May we all continue to chase something that is bigger than ourselves as individuals. Michael, your memories and highlights of your time at Connect Prep brought a smile to my face. These moments are a reflection of the relationships you've made and the journey that you have shared. These messages reflect a class of 2026 that is resilient, connected, and prepared to embrace the opportunities ahead. One more time, let's hear it for Lindsay and Michael. Graduates, today I want to take a moment to recognize what this day truly means. You did it. You completed your high school journey, and what a journey it has been. The last 13 years of your K-12 education have tested and shaped you. Through it all, you've risen, not just meeting expectations, but exceeding them, all while holding fast to the beat values we all strive to live by at KIPP Connect Prep. I'm gonna recognize a couple of students. When you hear your name, please stand. These are students who live by the beat values every day in an ordinary way. Ambition, Allison Amaya, please stand. Allison represents the beat value of ambition through her dedication to academic excellence and determination to achieve her goals. Endurance, Abid Delawar. Abid exemplifies the beat value of endurance through his resilience, perseverance, and commitment to his future. Belonging, Gabriel Amaya. Gabriel Amaya demonstrates the beat value for belonging through the positive impact he has made within the school community while pursuing excellence. Together, Samantha Galeas. Samantha embodies the beat value of together through her support of others, collaborative spirit, and commitment to uplifting those around her as the senior class president. Let's give a big round of applause to Abid, Gabriel, Samantha, and Allison. When I look at you today, I see strength, I see grit, I see joy, and most importantly, I see hope. Hope for a better, more just, brilliant future. You waited more than 12 years for this. Many of our graduates have been with KIPP for a very long time. Some of you joined KIPP in middle school. If you are a student who walked the halls of KIPP Connect Middle School, please stand and make some noise. Let's give them a round of applause. Upwards of 8 years at KIPP is no easy feat. You may be seated. We also have a very special group of KIPPsters who have been with us since the very beginning. They only know KIPP when it comes to being a student, as they have been here since the very beginning. If you are a student who once walked the halls of KIPP Connect Primary, please rise. Let's give it up for our former KIPP Connect Primary students. Upwards of 13 years at KIPP is quite the accomplishment. You may be seated. Graduates, you worked hard for this day through exams and essays, labs and late nights, sports, dances, student council, and countless memories with your classmates. And now it's here, your graduation day. But let me be clear, just because you are graduating and walking across this stage in a few moments doesn't mean that you are leaving us behind. You might be done with high school, but you'll always be part of the KIPP family. You are now and forever will be a KIPP alum. And with that title comes a promise that we will continue to walk with you, whether you're headed to college, into a career, the military, or exploring your own unique path. Our KIPP Forward team is here for you, helping you navigate each step with purpose, pride, and support. Our commitment isn't just to get you here to graduation today, it's to see you through until your dreams become a reality. Let's talk about what this class, the class of 2026 at Connect, has accomplished. Together, you have earned nearly $8 million in scholarship money. What an achievement. You have received over 800 acceptances across 314 unique colleges and universities. That's right, we could clap for that. And we have 5 students who have received notable scholarships for their undergraduate studies. When you hear your name, please stand. Daniela Garcia Diaz. Daniela has received a full scholarship to attend Washington University at St. Louis. Fozia Ithakar. Fozia Ithakar has received a full scholarship with the Rising Stars program to attend the University of St. Thomas. Delaney Contreras. Delaney has received a full scholarship to the University of St. Thomas. Joelle Tax Zul is a Grace Harper recipient with a full scholarship to Houston Christian University. Kaylin Lainez, I got you, is a U.S. scholarship recipient attending the University of St. Thomas. And finally, we are proud to honor one of our students who is committed to serving in the United States Armed Forces. Kevin Diaz, please stand. Kevin will be joining the United States Marine Corps. Let's give it up one more time to these scholarship recipients and our student attending the military. Cavaliers, you are talented, you are powerful, and nothing can stand in your way. As you leave this stage and begin your next chapter, I challenge you to be the change. Continue to chase excellence, champion equity wherever you go. Build a future filled with passion, purpose, and impact. Look ahead with hope, move forward with courage, and lead with joy. Congratulations, KIPP Connect Preparatory Class of 2026. We are proud of you, we believe in you, and we can't wait to see everything you will do next.
Thank you, Mr. Cush. It is now my honor to introduce a leader who has poured into the class of 2026 for the past 2 years with dedication, support, and unwavering belief in every single student. She has celebrated their accomplishments, pushed them to grow, and stood beside them through every milestone. Please join me in welcoming your 12th grade assistant principal, Miss Dwayna Wright.
Ooh, class of 2026. I'm gonna do my best to hold these tears. I wanna start by saying how incredibly proud I am of all 108 of you for making it to the end of this one chapter on the first try and the beginning of another. It has truly been a joy watching you all grow from freshmen into young adults sitting before us today. I still remember being in the classroom, standing in the hallways yelling, "Take your AirPods out, get off your phones." Some of y'all didn't know me yet and already thought I was the mean teacher. Others who did know me couldn't wait to have me for AP US History junior year. But life had a different plan. By your sophomore year, I transitioned into leadership. Even though I wasn't officially your assistant principal yet, I was still able to build relationships with many of you. And to one student in particular, I'm not gonna say your name, but you were just as beautiful then as you are now. And just like I told you sitting in my office that day, I will always be here for you whenever you need me. Then came junior year, and I had the privilege and honor of officially leading this class. From opening the school store and seeing the excitement that brought all of you, to organizing fundraisers and beginning the journey towards senior year, every moment became a memory I'll forever hold. Somehow my office turned into everyone's second home. Most students think that the AP's office is only a place you go when you're in trouble. But for many of you, my office became a place of safety, comfort, laughter, and peace. My doors stayed open no matter what I had going on because I always wanted you all to know that you mattered and that you had someone in your corner. And trust me, there are so many memories I'll never forget. Taha, popping his head into my office just to speak every morning. Jorlyn, always trying to see what was in my refrigerator just so she could eat something. Gabriel and Veronica, knowing Miss Wright always had something to drink. Kaylin sits down like it's her office just to smile. Deanna and Liz stopping by just to look in the mirror. My question, where is your past? Response, I am the past. And to this day, I still do not understand how the word actually somehow meant yes. And honestly, half of y'all came to my office every period just for snacks or absolutely nothing at all. Those small moments may seem simple, but they meant something to me. They remind me every day why I do this work. The truth is, you all help me grow just as much as I help guide you. You challenge me, push me, and help me shape into a stronger leader. Your determination, your resilience, your ability to advocate for yourself made leading this class feel easy at times. Because this class was different, you stood together, you protected each other, you held each other accountable, you moved like a family. And even through the challenges of junior and senior year, you never stopped pushing forward. I watched this class organize events, support one another, and raise almost $10,000 through fundraising just to create memories together. Whether it was prom, senior activities, trips, or celebrations, you all worked hard to make this year special, not just for yourself, but for each other. That says a lot about who you are. As we close this chapter today, I want you to remember that graduation is not the finish line. It is simply the beginning of an even greater story waiting to be written. Some of you are going to college, some of you are entering the workforce, some of you are still trying to figure it out, and that's okay. Life is not a race, and success does not look the same for everyone. But whatever path you choose, walk into it with confidence, determination, and the same strength this class has carried throughout these last 4 years. Jose, I cannot wait to see your work on the runway one day so I can proudly say, in Veronica's words, I know him. And as I always tell y'all, adulting is ghetto, but I know you all are ready for it. Class of 2026, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. Thank you for the laughs, the memories, the growth, and the impact you've had on me. You have truly left your mark on KIPP Connect Preparatory and set a standard that will continue to rise for the classes behind you. I am so proud of you all, and I am honored to close this chapter standing beside you. Congratulations, class of 2026. Love you always, your favorite AP, Miss Always Right. Now it is my privilege to introduce your 2026 commencement speaker, Mr. Derek Decker.
That's right, a little short. Greetings, family and friends, especially the class of 2026. One last time, Liz, ¿qué onda, eh? ¿Qué pedo? Tesinge, Abkesehu, Inshallah. Greetings, class of 2026. First off, it is truly an honor and a pleasure to celebrate one of the biggest accomplishments of your lives thus far. Truthfully, while you were all growing these last 4 years, so was I. So let's begin. Chapter 1, Connect. Now for us, Chapter 1 started in one of the most unexpected places possible, ISS, in-school suspension. As soon as Decker walked in the classroom, it got quiet. Everybody looking away like, I hope he's not here for me. Yes, I was there for you. Backstage, freezing cold, hearing all the noise, the camaraderie, plus Edgar's language, while y'all missed out on whatever was happening outside those walls. But funny enough, inside ISS, something unexpected happened. We talked, we reflected, we wrote, we laughed, sometimes we disagreed. Sometimes we just sat there trying to figure out life. And while I spent that year trying to prove myself as an educator, many of you embraced me before I could fully embrace that role myself. That chapter introduced me to unforgettable personalities, great minds like, great minds like Alan Tavaria. May he rest in peace. Muhammad Alokesh, Leslie, Deanna, Kim, Christian, Kevin Osoto, Cecila, Rana, Melissa Ann Urim, and so many more. And one thing I can proudly say is that most, if not all of you, never ended up back in ISS. And that mattered to me because early on, the class of 2026 showed me something important. You knew how to grow. Chapters 2 and 3, confidence. Now for me, this was my first year teaching, a complete hard reset, trying to figure out things in real time while still convincing myself I actually belong in education. But for y'all, it wasn't new anymore. Y'all had a little more confidence now, a little more comfort, a little less fear walking through those halls because high school became just high school. We started on the middle school side in that awkward room away from everyone else, and then somehow made our way to room 204. And honestly, that room became home. Not just a classroom, home. That room held conversations, debates, laughs, disagreements, jokes, life lessons, everything. I'll never forget moments like Sabrine standing her ground through every debate, no matter who disagreed with her. Angel's determination to learn and present in English. Or Anderson and Baumlock arguing over, Anderson and Baumlock arguing over who was Mr. Decker's favorite, who was right in some random conversation that probably wasn't even that serious or just wanting my opinion. But what stood out most to me during those years was the connections in the midst of chaos. Because let's be honest, those years were not always easy. There were changes, unexpected moments, challenges inside and outside of school. Some classmates we started this journey with are not here with us for different reasons. But through all of that, you stood strong. And that's why I chose the word confidence for these chapters. Because real confidence is not about being the loudest person in the room. Real confidence is surviving difficult moments and still choosing to move forward. Chapter 4, senior season. I'll never forget Twin coming up to me the first week of school and stated, before I graduated, I knew I had to have Decker's class. And honestly, that moment meant more to me than you'll probably realize. That moment felt like the clearest reminder that everything I had been working towards actually meant something. Yeah, I belong. And during these seasons, it has been an honor to watch y'all become yourselves, watching confidence turn into maturity, watching students who once need guidance become examples for others. Now, senioritis, did it hit you hard? Absolutely. Even after all the, y'all ready? Lock in. Graduation getting close, and we here. You still had your moments, but no matter how stressful things got, y'all kept pushing forward, and that matters. Because life after high school is going to test every single one of you in different ways, actually. And while today is about the class of 2026, I also want to acknowledge parents, guardians, teachers, counselors, staff members, and mentors who kept pouring into the class even on difficult days. In the end, when I reflect on these last 4 years, I always come back to one thought. What an honor it is for this to be my first graduating class. So no, there will not be a chapter 5, because this next chapter I'm handing you the pen. You'll write your own story from here. And understand this is not the end, this is the beginning. A beginning where your decisions matter, your choices matter, your mindsets matter. And yes, life is going to challenge you. There will be moments where you feel pressure, moments where you feel lost, moments where things do not go according to the plan. But in these last 4 years, I know it's taught me that you know how to survive difficult chapters. You know how to adapt. You know how to grow. And most importantly, you know how to keep going. That's what makes me proud of class of 2026. Not perfections, not grades, not popularity, but resilience. Because despite every setback, Every stressful moment, every change, every obstacle, y'all made it here together. Class of 2026, thank you for allowing me to grow with you. I'd like to, wait. Yes. It's not in order. All right, and as always, have a great next chapter, be safe, and don't do anything that I wouldn't do. All right? Now it is my pleasure and honor to hand over the stage to the Orange Thunder.
For our seniors performing, you may start walking down to take your stage. Right? Yeah. Please join me in giving another round of applause for Mr. Decker and his heartfelt words for the class of 2026, and Mr. Lee and Orange Thunder for a wonderful performance. Let's give it up one more time. At this time, we'll be recognizing the outstanding accomplishments of our graduating seniors through the presentation of senior awards. Please join me in welcoming our Director of College and Career Counseling, Jamila Craven, to the stage.
Good afternoon. My name is Jamila Craven, and I serve as the Director of College and Career Counseling at KIPP Connect. Graduation is a time of reflection. It is a moment where we look back at the years behind us and marvel at how far we have come. We also start looking forward to the bright futures ahead. Today, we are here to celebrate more than just the completion of high school. We are here to celebrate the incredible character, heart, and academic dedication that defines the class of 2026. True success is never built on academics alone. It is anchored by the values we carry into our classrooms, our hallways, and our community every single day. At our school, we hold ourselves to a standard defined by core pillars: belonging, endurance, ambition, togetherness, and persistence. Before we move to our academic honors, I want to take a moment to look at how these pillars come to life through the remarkable individuals in the class of 2026. We see belonging in students like Jorlyn, who consistently bring joy into every space she enters, ensuring that peers feel included, supported, and valued. We see endurance in Cecila, who has spent the last 2 years providing selfless leadership, acting as a translator for peers new to this country or new to the English language, and helping them find their own voices. We see ambition in Anderson, whose initiative as a PAL, student council member, and senior committee member, and dedication to mentoring underclassmen sets a powerful benchmark for what it means to lead. And we see togetherness in Veronica Mitchell, who has used her human and positive energy to build a lasting, connected community from the moment she has arrived at KIPP Connect. And we see persistence in Angel, who has shown us all what it means to stare down obstacles, remain focused, and keep moving forward with unwavering resilience. These individuals remind us that our community is defined by how we lift one another up. Please stand, Jorlyn, Cecila, Anderson, Veronica, and Angel. You may now be seated. It is this exact foundation of character that paves the way for ultimate academic excellence. Today, we are incredibly proud to recognize a select group of students who have pushed the boundaries of academic rigor. These individuals have earned the prestigious distinction of becoming AP Scholars. This is a national honor that requires scoring a 3 or higher on multiple college-level advanced placement exams, a feat recognized by universities worldwide. It is a true marker of college readiness. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing so that we may honor your immense dedication. First, for earning a score of 3 or higher on at least 3 advanced placement exams, we recognize our AP Scholars. Please stand, Genesis Castillo, Anderson Edom, Melissa Gonzalez, Brian Maldonda, Uriel Rojas, Brian Osorio. Next, raising the bar even higher, we honor a student who has earned a score of 3 or higher on 4 advanced placement exams. Please stand, our AP Scholar with honor, Michael Gonzalez. And finally, achieving the highest tier of this distinction by scoring a 3 or higher on 5 rigorous AP exams, please stand, our AP Scholar with distinction, Lindsay Garcia. To all of our scholars standing before us right now, look around the room. The applause you are about to hear is a direct reflection of the late night, the endless studying, and the sacrifices you made to reach this level of excellence. You did not give up. You did not just get by. You excelled. You didn't just meet the standard. You set it. You embody the belonging, togetherness, ambition, the endurance, and the persistence we cherish so deeply. And you have left a mark on our school culture. Ladies and gentlemen, family and faculty, please join me in giving these extraordinary students a massive, well-deserved round of applause. My AP scholars, you can be seated.
Thank you again to Miss Jamila Craven. I'm now going to welcome up Miss Patsy Pina, our 12th grade college and career counselor, and so that she may present the honor of presenting our diplomas for the graduating class of 2026 as they celebrate this incredible milestone.
Michael Gonzalez. Lindsay Garcia. Daniela Garcia. Uriel Rojas. Marisol Alvarez. Fazia Iftikhar. Jaslyn Hernandez. Genesis Castillo. Samantha Galeas. Marilyn Castellano. Asma Adil. Fardeen Amadi. Sahel Amadi. Giselle Aldana. Mohammed Alokesh. Nayeli Alvarado. Sausala Amarkio. Allison Amaya. Gabriel Amaya. Morelli Aquino Molina. Christian Arias. Abdullah Ayazi. Leonardo Blanco. Christian Bonilla. Belkis Caballero. Ángel Carmona. Donovan Casados. Christopher Chavez. Elvia Chavez. Delaney Contreras. Awaltela Darwish. Abid Delaware. Gulgutai Dinar Kale. Saeed Muzamil Dinar Kale. Saeed Shabir Dinar Kale. Kevin Diaz. Majesly Diaz. Giovanna Diaz. Christopher Duran. Anderson Edom. Hekmatullah Fasli. Bamla Gabru. Jorlyn Garcia. Kimberly Gavidia. Yuram Gomez. Eduardo. Eduardo Gonzalez. Jose Gonzalez. Melissa Gonzalez. Taha Hamayun. Noelia Hernandez. Dauran Hotak. Mohammed Jalalzai. Liz Justice. Safwan Khan. Kaylin Linus. Emily Magaña. Brian Maldonado. Daneri Manriquez. Aaron Martinez. Abraham Martinez. David Martinez. Alex Martinez. Gracia Martinez. Gerardo Martinez Rojas. Veronica Mitchell. Sabrine Mohammed. Fiza Ali. Erica Morales. Andy Moreno Arrita. Nelly Navarrete. Noemi Navarrete. Brian Osorio.
Congrats, Brian. Thank you.
Kevin Osorto.
Congrats, Kevin.
Jennifer Oviedo. Miguel Palacios.
Congratulations.
Rodolfo Palacios.
Congrats, Rodolfo.
Heidi Paz.
Congratulations.
Edgar Pereira. Valeria Pérez. Zomai Popal. Anderson Rabanales. Medina Rahman. Leslie Ramirez. Esmeralda Ríos. Elmer Rivera. Miriam Rodriguez. Felipe Rojas. Casey Romero.
Need that. Congrats, Casey.
Alejandra Ruiz. Fátima Sahibzada.
Congratulations.
Inmer Salgado. Celeste Sánchez.
Congrats, Celeste.
María Sánchez. Manuel Sánchez. Kevin Sapon. Rana Shahab. Sheba Shahab. Diana Silva Angel. Eric Sorto. Joel Tax. Odalis Sul. Giovanni Vasquez. Michael, give me. Michael Villafranca. Merso Yarzai. Shagufa Yusufzai. Anas Zubair. Abriana Zuniga.
So, yeah. Want to do photo? Photo time? What are we doing? Photo? Yeah. As we wait for our last two grads, I know we've asked everyone to have their cameras away. This is the time we wanted to, before you officially graduate, make sure you all could take your photos, take your celebrations, and take your moment. So once everyone's seated, I'm gonna ask for a little group photo. Okay, so if we can do a little group. Congratulations, guys. Go ahead, take your photos of yourselves. All right. So at this time, I call Dan Caesar, our Chief of Schools, to stand next to me. And will the class of 2026 please stand at this time? So, Mr. Dan Caesar, these students have successfully completed our approved course of study and have satisfied all requirements for high school graduation as prescribed by the KIPP Texas Public Schools Board of Directors in accordance with the great state of Texas.
In witness thereof, and on the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby declare the 2026 KIPP Connect Preparatory Class as graduates awarded a duly certified diploma. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. I now present to you the KIPP Connect Preparatory Graduating Class of 2026.
Teachers and KIPP Texas staff, at this time, please begin lining up to create our graduation tunnel for the class of 2026. Families, we ask that you please remain seated as we prepare to send our graduates off one final time as KIPPsters. One of the most special traditions we have is celebrating our graduates as they walk through a tunnel made up of teachers, staff, and mentors who have supported, challenged, encouraged, and loved them throughout their journey. From the classrooms, hallways, games, practices, tough conversations, celebrations, and everything in between, it has truly taken us all to help guide them to this remarkable moment. Families, thank you for trusting us with your children over these past 4 years. Students, as you walk through this tunnel, know that you are walking into the next chapter, surrounded by people who are proud of you and will always be there cheering you on. Families, again, please remain seated as graduates exit. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this unforgettable day with the class of 2026.
Where'd all the time go? It's starting to fly. See how the hands go, waving goodbye. No, I get so forgetful when I look in your eyes. Now she's walking backward through a parade, and I'm stuck in the shadow, blocking the shade. There ain't no way to sweep up the mess that we made. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she's always in bed. Flowers for the sick and good. She's on the go, way too fast and way too slow. She'll turn the stone in hospitals and funeral homes. And when the fall rises, somebody sighs who is not in disguise anymore. There's nothing to keep you from falling in love. It starts at the bottom, it comes from above. Like pieces of a puzzle, like a hand in a glove. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she's always in bed. Flowers for the sick and dead. She's on the go, way too fast and way too slow. She'll turn to stone at hospitals and funeral homes. And when the tide rises, somebody sinks and is gone in the blink of an eye. Somebody sinks and is gone in the blink of an eye. Where'd all the time go? It's starting to fly. See how the hands go, waving goodbye. No, I get so forgetful when I look in your eyes. Now she's walking backward through a parade, and I'm stuck in the shadow, rocking the shade. There ain't no way to sweep up the mess that we made. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she's always in bed. Flowers for the sick and dead. She's on the go, way too fast and way too slow. She'll turn to stone in hospitals and funeral homes. And when the fog rises, somebody sighs who is not in disguise anymore. There's nothing to keep you from falling in love. It starts at the bottom, it comes from above. Like pieces of a puzzle, like a hand in a glove. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she's always